Hey everyone, I stopped into one of the 3 outlets by me to pick up an online order, and I wasn't planning on filming, but then I saw a bunch of things that I hadn't seen at the outlets before. So here we have the circus tent wristlet. I was trying to show all the little charms that hang off of it. Those sold out in the regular store by me immediately when the Halloween floor set went out. So I was surprised to see so many of them at the outlet. Granted, they're not on sale at the outlet, but just that they're in stock there. And so I thought I would show the Halloween table at the outlet. We've got the candle holders and some soaps and some pocket back holders. This cauldron one is really cute and it lights up. I love the light up pocket back holders that they do for Halloween. I really like taking those to Halloween Horror Nights. So there's the cauldron with the bats that lights up. There's also this fortune teller crystal ball pocket back. It took me a little bit, but I did find the button to light it up. I don't like this one as much. I don't know, the hands are just a little weird to me. They kind of remind me of the zombie hand on the Disney Villains candle holder or candle pedestal from last year. I didn't really like the way that looked. But that's the fortune teller pocket back lit up. There's more of the carnival wristlets. We have some wallflower plugs for Halloween and some car vents for Halloween, which I believe those are just in all stores. And then these wallflowers are in all stores, but I wanted to take a closer look at them because the Halloween scents, it's shaped like a skull, which those are actual wallflowers. There was someone on the Bath & Body Works Reddit that accused a poster of putting a Bath & Body Works tag on a jewel pod or whatever you use on vapes. No, those are actual wallflowers, just shaped like skulls. And there's that $275 candle holder. So that was the Halloween. Then in the regular clearance section, they had Tutti Frutti candy. I hadn't seen this candle anywhere since March, maybe. The lid is very cute and glittery, but I'm not a big fan of the scent. And then I was really surprised to see the lemon mint leaf 3-wick. They had a bunch of these on, I believe this was the 75% off table. My outlet does a bunch of 75% off tables and $3 tables, and sometimes they mix them up, but I'm pretty sure this was the 75% off table. Sorry if the filming angles are a little weird. I was trying to pan to show as many things as I could, but I didn't want to get in anybody's way, and I didn't want to get any people's faces in my video. They had a bunch of the Vanilla Romance lotions, which I know on the Bath & Body Works subreddit, there have been a lot of people on the lookout for it. So if you are, San Marcos, Texas outlet has a bunch. We've got Salted Shorelines. I only saw the body cream for that one. Then Rich Espresso. Moving on, there was a little bit of the Milk Bar. It was mostly the Raspberry Pie Bar. This was the $3 table. So the coffee and whiskey single wick, there's a bunch of them that are marked down to $3, which is, I think, the best I've ever seen a single wick be marked down. Oh, there's the body cream for Vanilla Romance, and then that's the pricing. They've got more of the lavender bar soap from, I believe that was 2 years ago. The Viva Brazil, which was one of the summer scents that they marketed the most. I'm not a fan of that scent. I prefer Dreaming of Rio, but there's a bunch of Viva Brazil. The 1,000 Wishes shampoo. So the shampoos are being discontinued. So if you see them at the outlet, grab them. This Milk Bar, coin purse, I hadn't seen in ages, and it was on the 75% off table. I was so excited to see this Gingham Unstoppable because I'd never seen it in person before. This came out before I had really started paying attention to Bath & Body Works drops. Ended up not getting it though because it just smelled really similar to things that I already have. But I'm doing a pan of all of the 75% off minis. I think some of the minis might have been jumbled because I'm pretty sure the caramel vanilla was not on sale. Someone probably just put it there. And then on the, I think this was another $3 table. They had a bunch of the True Blue Spa and the Sweetest Song body wash. And then these are the $5 candles. I've shown these scents in a lot of different videos. Snowflakes and Cashmere was a new one. I've never seen that on the $5 table before, but I decided to pass on that. And then we have the semi-annual sale candle clearance table. So like 5 million summer boardwalk candles, a eucalyptus and spearmint, a bunch of carrot and nectarine, and homemade sourdough. There's so many of the homemade sourdoughs in my local store too. There was a bunch of Paris cafes as well. Toasted coconut eclair. Then there's the cold brew. The local stores by me are down to just the sourdough and the summer boardwalk. So I wanted to pan and show kind of these other scents that are not as common of a find. So if those are ones you're interested in. And they were actively putting out more things while I was there, so I wonder if all of the semi-annual sale things that didn't sell from the stores are getting packed up and shipped to the outlets, because I hadn't seen a carrot cake candle in a while. Then this soap holder was on the 75% off table, so 75% off of 20. This section was not on sale, but they did have a sizable amount of the Mandalorian and Grogu items, which my local stores are pretty much out of. And they had a whole jar of the Grogu coin purse, which I think it's really cute. And back in the day when accessories like that were reward eligible, I totally would have grabbed one. But since they're not, I couldn't justify paying full price. And this is the final look at a $3 table. So your Cheeky Oh Cherry. This scent has popped up in the outlets a lot, and I really wish I loved it because then it would be really easy to grab. The Viva Vanilla, the Into the Night body oil. These are like the last couple items on the $3 table. I love Platinum, but I prefer the body cream. Be Enchanted Into the Wild. So yeah, I was not planning to film this trip. I was just going in to pick up an online order, but then I saw some things that are new, and the fact that they're actively putting things out makes me think that over the next couple weeks we might see new things that are getting shipped in from other stores because of SAS. So I will probably go back in like another week or so. And it's exciting that we're seeing not new, but fresh things at the outlet. So I hope you've enjoyed. If you like these kind of walkthrough videos, give my channel a follow, and I'll see you later.